Jordy Ball in the circle for Oklahoma. Who else would you expect to be pitching in this type of atmosphere? Nicole, what do you expect in this matchup?
I expect it to be something that we're going to see again later this June. I'm calling it Oklahoma, Washington Huskies. Those two will be back in the World Series later this year. Oklahoma, stacked as usual, has a lot of returners, a lot of experience. The transfers they do have that came in, they've made an immediate impact. I think Oklahoma will stay strong. Their game plan, get those bats going. Washington, lots of talent. It's all about shutting down the offense of Oklahoma, and what better way to do that with the pitching staff that Washington has. So impressive so far this week.
Kinsey Fiedler at the plate. Takes a called strike on the outside corner. Catching for Jordy Ball today is Sophia Nugent. Oh, 1. Missing very high and in. And for the rest of the defensive alignment, at third base, Alyssa Brito. Shortstop, Grace Lyons. Second base, Tiari Jennings. And at first base, Sydney Sanders. From left to right, Riley Boone, Jada Coleman, and Alina Torres. One. Misses low, ball 2.
This Washington offense, they know what they are looking for. So Jordy Ball has been really effective with some of these teams working out in the zone. I think she needs to establish the strike zone early in the count around these Washington hitters, especially early on in the lineup. And that way, as the game goes on, she's going to be able to expand from there.
Pitch misses, ball 3. Hitters count for Fiedler. High, ball 4. Fiedler draws the leadoff walk to start off the game.
Jordy Ball not looking confident with that rise ball. Normally she snaps that one right in. Sophia Nugent coming out, shelling her to shake it off, trying to get that next pitch for the next batter, which is Bailey Klingler, one of the best hitters in the country. Consistently throughout her entire collegiate career has been a force at the plate. Jordy Ball needing to make sure that she is working her spots, but also working in the zone.
First pitch to Klingler, swung on, lines to Jennings to first. Just like that, a double play.
Jordy Ball, first strike of the night. Bailey Klingler likes to swing early and often. You can see her rip this line drive up the middle, but Tiari Jennings playing up the middle as well. The returning second baseman, national champion, catches the ball, throws it over to first for the double play.
Base is empty for Madison Husky, who takes a strike on the inside corner. Ball delivers. Swung on. Deep fly ball. Center field. Huskies strike first. Madison Husky, a solo shot straight away center. Washington leads 1-0.
The Washington Huskies, and it is only right that Madison Husky is the one to hit that home run. Big time play right there. We see the replay. Jordy Ball leaving this one a little bit too much on the plate. Madison Husky getting all of it. Well cleared the fence in center field. And this Washington dugout is fired up.
Olivia Johnson will come to the plate. She's the catcher today for Washington. Base is empty, 2 down, but Washington does lead 1-0.
Oklahoma with 2 outs, nobody on, but Madison Husky just hit a solo shot out over center field to put the Washington Huskies up 1-0. Olivia Johnson up at the plate.
1-0 count. Ball misses high, 2-0.
Jordy Ball uncharacteristically throwing a lot of balls these first 4 hitters against the Washington Huskies. They have been a force to be reckoned with in this tournament, looking so impressive because of their consistency at the plate in their entire lineup.
2-0 misses high and in, ball 3. Ball, a sophomore from Nebraska. High, ball 4, second walk given up by Jordy Ball in this inning.
At this point, you would expect a timeout to be called from the Oklahoma dugout, and you will see it. Jen Rocha coming up, talking a ball here. Uncharacteristic. She's probably just saying, hey, what's going through your head right now? What are we feeling? Jordy Ball is no stranger to pressure. Been in several situations. And this Oklahoma offense can certainly come back from just 1 run. But right now, it's not about physical ability, but more about mentally. Where is Jordy Ball's headspace at? You can see Nicole May warming up in the dugout. In the bullpen. Jen Rocha just finishing up her chat with Jordy, getting that pitch selected with Sophia Nugent, her catcher.
Sammy Reynolds will be up at the plate, 2 down, runner on first. Washington leads 1-0. First pitch to Reynolds, squares to bunt, pulls back, misses. Swung on and missed. Ground ball right side. Jennings to first will end the inning, but Washington strikes first. 1-0 heading into the bottom half of the first. You're watching Flow Softball. Hit a Coleman. First pitch. Misses high, ball 1. The battery mate of Lindsay Lopez behind the dish, Olivia Johnson. Third baseman, Silent Rain Espinoza. At shortstop, Riley Holtorf. Second base, Kinsey Fiedler. And at first base, Bailey Klingler for Washington. Pitch misses high. And in the outfield, left field, Sammy Reynolds, center field, Jalen Alchin, and in right field, Madison Husky, who has that solo shot over the center field wall. She's the reason why Washington leads 1-0 over Oklahoma. Slight delay of game. I think maybe something was happening with the fans behind home plate. Not sure. There's a strike, 2-1 count. Pitch misses outside, 3-1 count.
From Lindsay Lopez, this left-handed pitcher, you see her throw round 68, heavily dominates with her curve. You see the change sprinkled in as that one falls low, and she has a little bit of an up pitch with that rise ball.
Lopez loses Coleman, so both pitchers give up a leadoff walk to start off this game. Tiari Jennings steps to the plate with a runner on and nobody out. Lopez delivers a strike on the inside part of the plate. Fouled off, count is 0-2.
Lopez doing a good job jumping out in front of this count early after a 3-1 ball four walk to Jada Coleman to lead off her pitching debut of this game.
Oh, 2, check swing. They're saying she did not go and that it was a little too high.
Such a good pitch by Lopez, floating in just a little high. Jennings doing a good job holding those hands back. A lot of times those hitters, they won't be able to hold their hands back, and that's where that check swing comes from.
Ground ball. Holtorf, not in time, but a nice play by the shortstop.
Holtorf has shown the kind of range that she has, being able to get deep into that 5-6 hole, step plant and throw across her body. Just a little bit too far. Tiari Jennings has enough speed to make it safe at first. Now runners on first and second, nobody out for the Oklahoma Sooners. And Haley Lee, the one who walked it off for a run rule victory over Stanford, 11-0, is now stepping up to the plate.
Runner on second, Jada Coleman. On first, Tiari Jennings. Coleman represents the tying run. You can see blankets, jackets, beanies in the stands. It is 53 degrees in Irvine right now. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 count.
Oklahoma bringing some of that Oklahoma weather out to Cali. I would know, calling this remotely, I am in Oklahoma right now.
Pitch is fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, right side, hits off the glove of Fiedler, collects it, the throw to first. Not in time, she's safe.
Haley Lee, known for her bat. This ball is ripped over to second base, and we know this field likes to take some crazy hops. Second baseman, Kinsley Kinsey Feeder, not able to keep that glove on it. Has to chase after it. Haley Lee sees what's going on, speeds up a little bit, barely able to beat the throw. See Washington coming together, led by Bailey Klingler. She's a redshirt senior, lots of experience, also a transfer from Texas A&M, former teammates over there. But she brings her infield together, gets them to take a deep breath. Now bases loaded, Oklahoma. Sydney Sanders, former teammate to Lindsay Lopez, up to bat, no outs. This is a big moment right here for Oklahoma to capitalize on.
First pitch to Sanders. Misses high, ball 1. On third, Jada Coleman. Second, Tiari Jennings. And at first, Haley Lee. There's the strike on the inside corner.
Lopez working that backdoor curve. First pitch didn't quite stick where she wanted to. Goes back there, gets that strike call.
One, low, ball 2. Ground ball up the middle, diving but through. 1-1 will score. Here comes Jennings. Oklahoma leads 2-1. A 2-run single for Sanders off her former teammate.
Sydney Sanders, this ball ripped up the middle. Oklahoma known for how hard they hit this ball. Almost off the toe of Sanders. You see Jennings talking to Alyssa Brito as she comes in, but look at this ball, hit hard. Shortstop for Washington, Riley Holtorf, almost making that diving play. Again, her range has just been phenomenal. Not able to, that's how hard Sid Sanders hit this ball. She's able to score 2. Oklahoma takes the lead 2-1.
Still nobody out, runners on the corners. Haley Lee on third, Sanders at first. Kelly Lynch is warming in the pen for Washington. First pitch misses low to Grace Lyons. Squares to bunt, gets it down. The pitcher throws to first in time. Lee was off and she scores.
Patty Gasso, known for pulling out that call card, mixing some things up. Yes, Oklahoma can hit the home runs, but they can also lay down those squeezes. Grace Lyons executing it perfectly, not allowing that third baseman crashing hard. Silent Rain Espinoza to get any whiff of that ball. She wants that going all towards Lopez. Haley Lee sliding in, safe. Oklahoma up 3-1.
It is the first out of the inning, goes down as a sacrifice bunt for Grace Lyons. Still a runner in scoring position, it's Sanders on second as Brito takes a strike on the inside corner. Ground ball foul towards the Washington dugout.
Where that ball was hit foul, you can see Kelly Lynch warming up in the circle. Lynch had some success against Oklahoma back when I was on the team, actually. Way back whenever she was just a freshman. Big
Swung on and
strikeout
missed it.
from
Strike
Lopez.
3. Burrito goes down on the rise ball. 2 down.
Watch this ball continue to climb up, up, up. It starts at the waist, ends up at the letters outside. Burrito not able to stay on it long enough.
Sanders still on second for Alina Torres. Swings of the first pitch. One hopper to Lopez. That will end the inning, but Oklahoma scores 3 and takes the lead. We're heading into the second, and you're watching Flow Soft.
Offense showing the reason why they not just won 2 back-to-back national championships, but why they were voted #1 in the coaches poll.
Pitch misses. 1-1.
Patty Gasso uses the word suffocating to describe her offense, and that's how it felt. Lindsay Lopez, not a bad outing, but Oklahoma just making the most of those hard hits. Washington, still early in the game, and they themselves have been so consistent with their bats. They're gonna make Jordy Bahl work for the pitches that she throws.
2-1 count. The pitch. Up the middle, diving play, Grace Lyons.
Grace Lyons, the super senior captain, diving for this ball, full extension, laying out, getting that snag. Great hit by Espinoza, and you can see just the movement there. I'll tell you what, Jill, between Grace Lyons and Riley Holtorf, we might see a shortstop show tonight.
1 away for the designated player, Alana Johnson.
And there it is, our favorite cheer from the Washington Huskies. Their vocal range, as well as their bats, continue to impress me.
1-0. Grounded foul. 1-1 count. Grounded foul again, 1-2 count. Jordy Bahl last year, Big 12 Freshman of the Year, also Big 12 Co-Pitcher of the Year. Also selected to All Big 12 First Team, was voted National Freshman of the Year, First Team All-American. Just goes on and on for Jordy Bahl. 1-2. Low in the dirt. And she did hold up.
One thing that I think about for Jordy Bahl, there's a lot of expectations from others. That is an impressive list, and no doubt she had an amazing show out. But that's a lot of pressure to repeat for yourself, not just for Jordy Bahl, but anybody who comes in as a freshman and dominates. Jordy having her first big game, I'm sure, as tough as she is, maybe some of those thoughts kind of got into her head a little bit. Just being able to work through it, you've seen her come back. Her team obviously has her back offensively and defensively, as shown by Grace Lyons. So just trusting in that instead of trying to reach expectations is going to be huge for her, not just in this game, but throughout her sophomore season. Big strikeout here for Ball.
Called strike 3 on Johnson. Came inside. She checked her swing, but didn't even have to appeal. It's the inside part of the plate. Just the first strikeout for Ball today. First pitch to Jalen Olchin. Misses high, ball 1.
Jordy likes to use that screwball that goes low and away. Olchin, that is her pitch. I'm wondering if she's going to stick there or go somewhere else.
Swung on and missed, strike 1.
Heather Tarr and Patty Gasso, two of the greatest female coaches in the game right now. Ball misses high. I love seeing this matchup. I love hearing this energy going back and forth between these teams. Whenever you hear that preseason game announcement, whether you're Oklahoma, whether you're Washington, you must be salivating, ready, dreaming, waiting, wanting this game to happen.
2-1 misses outside.
Ball trying to make Olchin chase, doing a really good job being disciplined here at the plate. Only 1 strike, that was one Olchin swung at.
Hitters count for Olchin. And she takes ball 4. Third walk given up by Jordy Ball today. First base runner of this inning for Washington.
Oltorf, one of the best defenders that I've seen so far in this opening weekend for the 2023 softball season, not just here at this tournament, but all over. She has been putting on a defensive clinic.
First pitch to her misses low and inside. 2 away with a runner on first.
Here's a little fun fact. We talk about the water in Nebraska, or the corn in Nebraska, with Jordy Ball and freshman pitcher at Washington.
Holtorf gets hit. Runners on first and second now.
Freshman pitcher Ruby Malin and Jordy Ball not only coming from the same city in Nebraska, but Grace Lyons and Holtorf, who just got hit, they actually went to the same high school. How crazy is that? Whatever high school that is, if you're a shortstop, you need to go there.
Runners on first and second, 2 down, and the top of the order, Kinsey Fiedler at the plate. She fouls off the first pitch. Fiedler walked in her first at bat. Pitch misses out. 1-1. Low, ball 2. And the catcher for Oklahoma, Nugent, will go have a conversation with ball.
Calls time real quick just to get where ball's head at. What pitch are you thinking? Let's get this here. Let's do a quick reset. Let's go after this batter. Nugent, not a ton of experience behind the plate, but she's had some great catchers to learn behind. Lindsey Elam, the former captain, graduated last year. Kinsey Hansen out right now, one of the big bats in the Oklahoma lineup and starting catcher for the Sooners, out with appendix issues, not able to travel this weekend. So we've seen Nugent and Haley Lee step up behind the plate.
(3-1) to Fiedler. Big swing and miss. Full count, 2 away. The runners will be off on the pitch.
Just how Oklahoma was pressuring the Huskies half an inning ago. The Washington Huskies disciplined at the plate, drew a walk, drew another walk, and now they are threatening 3-2, 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Swung on and missed, strike 3. Fiedler goes down swinging to end the second. Washington strands 2 runners, and Oklahoma still leads by 2. Riley Boone at the plate. Takes ball 1 high from Lindsay Lopez.
Time
This
called
is the
here,
second
quick
year.
conference in the circle.
This is the second year of the Mark Campbell Invitational. Jordy Ball actually made her collegiate debut at Mark Campbell Invitational.
Gasso chatting with her team while Glasgow was talking with his pitcher Lopez. Lopez, this is a big start for her ever since transferring from Arizona State. Transferred in conference. Lots of success at ASU. Washington Huskies graduated one of their best pitchers of all time, Gabby Plain, this past season, and that ace spot is looking to be filled.
Too low. In there for a strike.
Right now, I would say that Washington pitching lineup is pretty stacked and pretty deep.
Popped up into left field. Reynolds makes the catch, 1 away.
High curve to Riley Boone. A nice strategy there. You can tell that Lopez was purposely keeping those pitches above the belly, trying to keep it in that higher range, wanting to get Riley Boone to chase after those pitches.
Shorty Ball, the pitcher, at the plate. Swinging at the first pitch, ground ball. Fiedler throws to first. Close play, but they got ball.
Lopez so far making this a quick 1-2, possibly 3 inning. Love the efficiency we've seen from her, especially after last inning. Oklahoma getting those bats kind of started early, going often. It all started with the leadoff hitter who's now back up, Jada Coleman. But Lopez really being efficient with her pitches, making those Oklahoma hitters hit her pitches and them not hitting pitches down the middle.
First pitch to Coleman misses high and out. Coleman walked in her first at bat and scored the first run of the game for Oklahoma. All 4 of the runs scored in this game came in the first. Just a little high, ball 2. 2-0. Called strike.
Lopez finding that high pitch, that backdoor curve, so effective against lefties. That's a hard pitch for lefties to hit unless they're hunting for it. Finding that top part of that zone.
2-1 is a called strike, 2-2 count.
Same pitch, just getting it a little bit lower down at the knees. The control that Lopez has with this backdoor is so good.
Coming in and it hits Coleman on her hands.
Well, I say that. That ball way up, way in. Big strategy for Lopez was to back Coleman off the plate, then go low and away. Got away from her just a little. Coleman hit on the hands. That is probably the worst feeling when this ball comes in, right on that forehand, where that forehand and wrist meet. I hated getting hit. If I don't get hit, I'm okay with it.
Sacrifice your body if you have to, if you prefer not to.
Hit me in the helmet. I have a helmet on, that's totally fine. I'll never forget Rachel Garcia was trying to throw up and in, hit me square in the middle of my back, and I had a bruise there. This was in the World Series. I had a bruise there for about 8 months. It was probably the hardest pitch that she threw to me that night, and it hurt so bad. I've actually never told her that story.
Coach Starr was having a conversation with the home plate umpire. You could read her lips saying, well, what part of the body did it hit? And it did hit her forearm. We were able to see that. Coleman, lucky it didn't hit her hands. A lot of small bones in your hand that can break easily. But she's okay. She's at first with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Jennings fouls off the first pitch. One count. One. Popped up. Right side. Husky makes the catch to end the inning.
Lopez able to take some of the momentum away from the Oklahoma Sooners at the bottom of the 2nd. 4 up, 3 down. Quick inning for her. Klingler, one of the best bats in this Washington lineup up to bat.
Klingler was retired in her first at bat.
Fun story about Bailey Klingler. Whenever I was getting recruited way back when. I've actually went to a couple of the same camps as her. She's a few years younger than I am. And I remember seeing her at a couple different camps and saying, man, this girl has it. And has it, she does. Lines over the head of Jennings. She hits the ball hard, that gets through. Bailey Klingler getting started for the Washington Huskies, trying to make some momentum happen. You can see how high Jennings reaches up to get it. Jennings is no short girl either. She has some depth to her, some height to her, some bounce to her when she jumps up. That tells you how hard that ball was hit.
Almost the exact same play, Klingler.
Yeah.
Takes off her second on a pitch in the dirt. Now runner in scoring position for Washington.
Klingler has 2 of the 3 hard hits by Washington, and the third is up to bat right now. Maddie Husky, the solo home run shot back in the first. Now she has another visitor on base.
Squares to bunt, pulls back, it's a ball. 2-0 count now. Husky already has a home run. If she hits another one here, it'll tie up the ball game. Of course, that's probably not going through her mind, though, especially with her squaring to bunt twice. The pitch. Misses in.
Again, Heather Tarr and Patty Gasso, 2 of the best female coaches coaching right now, and both of them so similar, and they love that long ball, they love that power, but they're not afraid to do some action calls and pull out that card. No outs right now, momentum, getting my runner over to third, that would be huge.
Lines into left field, bobbled and left by Boone. 3-2 ball game. Husky standing on second. She has driven in all of the runs for Washington tonight.
Bailey Klingler and Madison Husky working as a 1-2 duo right now. 2 hits, 1 run. Drives this ball. Riley Boone reaching outside of her body, throwing it into second. Not a bad throw, but Husky, as soon as she sees Boone bobble that ball, she goes for second, knowing that she has to get there and get low on that slide.
Olivia Johnson at the plate. Takes ball 1 high. She walked in her first at-bat against Ball. Tying run on second, it's Madison Husky. And Johnson representing the go-ahead run. Slow ground ball. Lyons checks the runner back. Plenty of time to still get the out. 1 away.
Grace Lyons, also known as the Cannon, has some super strength with her arm that allows her an extra second or 2 to make sure Husky's not trying to go to third. The voted unanimously the captain of the Oklahoma Sooners. Super Senior leads the way.
Sammy Reynolds at the plate. Big swing and miss. Reynolds grounded out to second in her first at-bat. Pitch misses low and outside.
Sammy Reynolds, when her team needed it the most yesterday, came through with a big home run.
Check swing, but a called strike. Misses low and out, count is even.
Good border pitch. Trying to get Reynolds to chase. Didn't bite on that outside pitch.
Ground ball, foul, third base side.
Bottom left screen there, you could see Heather Tart. She doesn't need to say too much to her hitters. She doesn't need to be one of those coaches that's constantly talking to them, reminding them of things. They know what to do, and she's prepared them well for moments like these.
Ball 3. Husky still the runner on second.
Loma outfield knowing if this ball reaches them, Husky more than likely will be going home trying to tie up this ball game.
Reynolds draws a walk, runners on first and second, one down for Silent Rain Espinoza.
And now to add anything in the gap, you have tremendous speed on first from Reynolds. We're gonna be wanting to look for, get that ball in quick.
Madison Husky on second, Sammy Reynolds on first. Espinoza squares to bunt, pulls back, it is a ball.
See Jen Rocha calling in her infield just to chat what's going on with this situation. Nicole May still getting warmed up in the bullpen. A veteran in every sense of the word, been to the World Series every single year that she's been in Oklahoma, was a big part of the pitching staff freshman year now to junior year. And the Washington Huskies getting their fans pumped up and ready to go. I think that's half of it, is having some fans around, hearing them cheer for you. Nothing beats that.
Absolutely, ball misses outside, 2-0 count. This atmosphere really is something, especially opening weekends. Fans are ready to watch some softball. Been waiting all year for it.
Waiting and waiting.
2-0. There's a strike.
That pitch outside, but courtesy of Sophia Nugent working hard back there behind the plate. She brings that back over. Gets that called for her pitcher.
And you could see standing room only
catchers
here at Dana Manning Stadium. 3-1 count, hitters count for Espinoza. Potential tying run on second.
Struggling to stay ahead in counts right now. That's what seems to be the key for Washington, is wait, 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 then hit your pitch.
Fouled off, count is full.
And there was a pitch Espinoza liked, hard swing. The ball, she has a really good rise ball, and whenever it's going up and away, especially from a lefty, that's a hard pitch to stay on.
Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Espinoza goes down.
Jordy Ball, ice in her veins, big time off-speed changeup. Espinoza early on this, watch the way ball comes through. This ball comes up and then floats all the way down right as Espinoza is trying to make a decision on this pitch. Great job by Jordy Ball, great setup.
First pitch to Johnson, swung on and missed. She struck out looking in her first at-bat. And a true freshman in a high-pressure situation here.
Like Jordy Ball carrying some of that momentum from the strikeout into this first pitch, into this at-bat. 2 outs, runner in scoring position, Washington down by 1.
Swung on and missed, count is 0-2. Strike 3 swinging.
I'm sure fans on both sides have felt the highest highs and the lowest lows so far these 3 innings. High pressure situations, clutch defense, and of course, great pitching. Lindsay Lopez opens up this inning with the first pitch strike to Haley Lee.
Lee hit a hard ground ball to second in her first at-bat. Big swing and miss. Oh, 2. Fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, called ball.
That was a nice pitch by Lopez. I don't know, if I was Olivia Johnson, I might have stuck that for half a second longer.
1-2. That one misses high. Swung on and missed. The throw down to first to complete the strikeout. 1 down.
Lopez getting Lee to chase on a ball way low in the dirt. Great off speed. I'm just thinking about the sequences that Lopez has been throwing tonight. A lot of backdoor curves, high, low. And then she comes in with this changeup, so deceptive. And then the last 10 feet, it just drops right off the plate. And again, former teammates. Now frenemies.
Sanders won the battle in her first at-bat, a 2-run single. Oh, 1. Outside. Ground ball, third base, Espinoza to first. 2 down.
You're starting to see Espinoza, now that she's established her strike zone, start to expand. Keep working lower in the zone, making hitters like Lee and Sanders chase. They have big bats, strong bats. trick, make it look like a strike and then make it not a strike, right? Simple as that. Easy.
Easier said than done. Grace
That's
Lyons
why
at the plate.
pitchers can be picky with what ball they have, with the dirt, because they're the ones do all the hard stuff. Everybody else just gets to have fun.
Popped up behind the plate, but it'll reach the stands. 1-1 count for Lyons now. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, but picked up an RBI. Two away, nobody on in the bottom half of the third. Pitch misses outside, ball 2.
I'm looking on this scoreboard right now. Washington ranked 14, Oklahoma ranked 1. I've been so impressed with Washington. I know I keep harping on it. I've been so impressed with them this weekend at the Mark Campbell tournament.
Lined over the head of Holtorf. It gets bobbled by Reynolds, but Lyons still stays at first.
Reynolds, nice, quick recovery, bobbles it, but able to make that throw in. Lyons not advancing to second. Lyons jammed just a little bit. Holtorf almost getting her glove on it. I feel like she's been a part of anything that happens on that side. You can always see her in the corner of your screen, almost there, almost catching those balls. Great range. Alyssa Brito. The sacrifice bunt to win for Oklahoma. That walk-off victory, 1-0 in extra innings. Gotten a few hits here and there, and they have been solid ones. Looking to get one, her first one tonight. Brito is 0 for 1. Another pack transfer.
Line drive, right center field, a home run. Oklahoma extends their lead 5-2.
And listen to this crowd.
Line drive, opposite field, home run for Alyssa Brito.
Barely any standing room. This stadium went crazy. Brito working that opposite, that backdoor curve Lindsay Lopez has been so deceptive with. But Brito just taking that oppo taco, giving her team a big boost. Oklahoma now up 5-2. Timeout here.
And I think that's going to be the day for Lindsay Lopez. I think. I could have sworn I saw them take the ball from her. And it is. It'll be Kelly Lynch. We'll take a shot.
She's looking to prove herself. Lynch typically throws in the 66 to 68 mile per hour range. Lives on that rise ball. Secondary is screwball and off speed. She'll toss a curve in there.
Hard ground ball, but foul. It is Torres up at the plate.
You'll see a lot of right screw from her. Torres, again, not a stranger to this Washington team. She played in the Pac-12 conference, which is the conference that Washington is in, before transferring over to Oklahoma this year.
No balls, 2 strikes to Torres, 2 away. Nobody on. Oklahoma leads by 3. Pitch misses low. is called. Misses outside, count is even 2-2. Lynch delivers. Misses low, ball 3.
Lynch that ball a little bit too low inside. Barely missing that pitch.
Payoff pitch. Misses low, ball 4.
Great pitch by Lynch on that outside corner. That zone just a little tight. I would, again, love to see catcher Olivia Johnson maybe just getting her body around that pitch a little bit more, bringing it back over the plate. You can see her asking, was that outside? Such a good pitch. Torres draws a walk.
It's tough because I'm not sure what else Lynch is supposed to do in this situation. You can't throw it down the middle against Oklahoma. Boone squares to bunt, pops it up, but it is foul.
We've seen a few umpires behind the plate this weekend just really tightening their zone, really pinching these pitchers. And you look around and you're saying, well, where did that miss? And these pitchers are basically having to give a pitch down the middle or hope that one of those hitters goes and swings for it.
The pitch. Swung on, hard ground ball into right field. Torres heading for third, and she'll make it easily. Runners on first and third, 2 down.
Riley Boone caught swinging. Last at bat is able to get this up and in pitch tight on the hands. Puts it through the 3-4 hole. No run scored, but Torres will make it to third. First and third for the Oklahoma Sooners, 2 outs. And we have the top of the left, we have Jordy Ball up to bat. Bottom of the lineup, number 9.
Ball grounded out to second in her first at bat. First pitch to her, misses low, ball 1. Misses high, ball 2. The runner on third is Lena Torres. On first, Riley Boone. 2 runs have scored so far this inning for Oklahoma. They're knocking on the door again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Went back with the rise ball.
Jordy Ball hitting for the first time this year. You can tell just a little inexperience whenever that ball is that high and you're up by 2-0. Just really wanting that ball to be, pretty perfect if you're wanting to swing at a 2-0 pitch.
Two, 1. Misses. Ball 3. That has to be tough as a hitter too, to be able to take a full year off from hitting and then come back and competitively hit again. I mean, I remember when I graduated, coming and playing the alumni game was the first time seeing fast pitches at me again. It freaked me out. I don't know how Jordy Ball's doing it in this situation. 3-1. Ground ball, Holtorf flips to second, and that will end the inning, but Oklahoma extends their lead thanks to a 2-run blast hit by Alyssa Brito.
Last time Olshin was up to bat, she has sort of a different stance than the rest of the Huskies in the lineup. Jordy not able to find that strike zone against her. She likes to throw that up and away. I think it's because in that scout, whenever colleges are prepping for teams, and I'm sure Washington and Oklahoma had extensive time on each other, but when prepping for that, you know the hitter's strengths, and Olshin, she loves that low and out. She's able to drive it. Jordy doesn't want to throw anywhere near there.
Pitch is fouled off. One, low in the dirt, ball 2. There's that wide stance, the 2-1. Misses outside, ball 3.
So that wide stance, it helps you with speed. So getting really wide, you can tell she's extra wide, extra low this game than in previous games. It helps her with almost like a halfway home type swing. She's halfway through her swing. All she has to do is turn her hips and she's there.
Pitch misses high and out. Olshin draws her second walk of the day. This one leads off the 4th.
Draws that walk, Jordy. 4th walk tonight. Having trouble pitching to Olshin. Holtorf up to bat. Washington trying to get a rally going here in the top of the 4th. This is a working inning. This is a grind of a game. It has been fun to watch.
First pitch misses inside. Holtorf was hit by a pitch in her first at-bat. Holtorf asks for time. Squares to bunt, pops it up behind the plate. Third baseman Brito makes the catch.
Brito having a day today. That 2-run home run and now making a tough catch. Seeing that ball, whenever she squares around to bunt, you can see how hard she's crashing it, having to divert her body. Good comp. Look at that talk between her and Sophia Nugent. Nugent was calling that ball all the way, but Brito has an easier angle, less gear. Good talk between those two.
Quick meeting in a circle.
Calling a timeout. You see Heather Tarr conferring with her coaches right now.
Runner on first, still Jalen Olshin. And at the plate will be Fiedler.
Washington really wanting to push the limits this inning. That was a big punch by Oklahoma in response to Washington's RBI on the top of the 3rd. This has been a back and forth type of game. Washington just trying to keep those runs coming.
Fiedler takes a strike on the outside corner. This is now the 3rd time through the order for Washington. Fiedler has walked and struck out today. Pitch misses low. One from ball. Just misses outside ball 2. Oklahoma leads 5-2. Washington scored a run in the first and another in the third. Popped up left side. And Brito can't make the catch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two. Misses outside ball 3.
Jordy Ball bringing this to 3-2, runner at first. Washington having speed at first, getting another runner on base would be huge for them right now. As after Fiedler, you'll have Bailey Klingler and Maddie Husky. Those two have had 2 hard hits each. Husky bringing in 2 RBIs.
Misses inside. 2 walks in this inning.
And this Washington dugout getting into this walk cheer, this chant.
Bailey Klingler stepping to the plate represents the tying run. 1 down, runners on first and second. Both of them have walked. Olchen on second and Fiedler on first. Swinging at the first pitch, popped up. Coleman has it and Olchen will stay at second.
Olchen doing a good job trying to draw that throw. Jada Coleman almost bent, but she was right underneath it. Do you ever do like little hand signs with your teammates after outs? I'm just waving my hands in the air. I'm not really sure what to call it. Do you ever do that?
I had it with our right fielder. Pitch is a called strike to Husky.
I started off with 1, and then pretty soon I had 8 other ones. Even had one with this one catcher that would catch sometimes. So whenever she went in, her and I would do something. It was a lot. It was like a whole routine. I had to do it in order, otherwise I wouldn't get through it.
Swung on, lines down the first base side. Gets through. Bobbled by Jennings. Olchen scores. The throw to the plate is not in time. Fiedler scores. 5-4.
Just like that, Washington is back. Husky scoring every single run this game. 4 runs, 4 RBIs for Madison Husky. This ball ripped down the line. Sid Sanders able to knock it down. But Tiari Jennings, as she comes in, bobbles the ball, and you can see another run scoring. Nugent doing a good job, but man, I love the way that slide was at home. A lot of times you see girls, whenever they come in for home, they try to slide straight into home. That's an easy tag for a catcher. You're wanting to go on that outside half. You're wanting to reach out with your hand to touch the plate. Patty Gasso out here in the circle. You see Storako with balls and strikes and a lot of walks. I think it was the right call.
Olivia Johnson at the plate. First pitch hits off the glove of Nugent, allowing Husky to move to second just like that. Potential tying run in scoring position. Nicole, you mentioned Jordy Ball walking a lot of batters. 6 walks. She did strike out 4 in her 3 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, but she is still responsible for Husky on second. One count to Johnson. 2 down. Big swing and miss on the off-speed pitch.
What you're going to see from Nicole May, predominantly rise curve. She has a really good changeup. Whenever that changeup is on, you see her effectiveness increase. That pitch that she just threw, it's one of those, it's deceptive out of the hand. It almost looks like that curveball. She really tunnels those too well.
There's that off speed again, but it misses. Count is even. Two. Misses high, ball 3. Full count, 2 away.
Washington with all the momentum right now. Runner in scoring position, full count, 2 outs.
Big swing, but it's foul.
You ever see those right off the bat before you know where it goes, but you see the swing and you get a little tight because you think something's gonna happen? Johnson looking to come through big for her team. Batting .286 this tournament.
Payoff pitch. Misses, ball 4. Huskies taking off for third. She's called safe at third. Dropped ball by the catcher. She picks it up in time to go to third, but Husky gets that foot in time.
That was a tight play. I think Brito wasn't expecting it to be as close as it was. Tagged her a little high, soft tag there. Husky reading it, aggressive play by her. But you can just see, look at Brito's tag. She goes to the runner. I think she might have gotten her.
I thought she did too, but
I think she got her, but I think the thing that the umpire probably saw was Brito go to her and that foot slide past her. That's probably what he focused on. I think she did get her, but we'll see a catching change as well. Haley Lee now behind the plate.
And pinch running at first is Brooklyn Carter. So the reason for the change behind the plate, Haley Lee, she was originally listed, this is where softball gets confusing. She was originally listed as the pitcher in the lineup. Jordy Ball was the designated player, and then Sophia Nugent the flex. So when Ball, then at the plate they say, okay, Ball's actually going to pitch the DH. Haley's now the designated player. So when that happens, and then Jordy Ball is taken out of the game, in order to keep her in the lineup, she becomes the designated player, and Haley Lee has to go into the game in order to stay in the lineup. So that's why Sophia Nugent no longer in the lineup. I feel like I need that crazy diagram in order to explain that, but hopefully that made sense to all of you listening.
Like it's one of those conspiracy theory diagrams right now.
Yes.
But it did. It did make sense. If we want to keep Haley Lee in the lineup, she has to go in behind the plate. So no doubter.
Sammy Reynolds at the plate. Runner takes off for second, and the throw was cut off by Jennings. A first and third play. Runner stays at third.
Reynolds looking to tie this game up with one swing. Nicole
Checked her
May
swing,
with
but a
the
called
dirty,
strike.
dirty. Just change-ups, they fire me up. Lopez had a few earlier in the game. Nicole May with that one. I'm a sucker for them.
1-1. Change up misses high.
Once I'm hitting, then you can keep the change-ups away. Keep them
I was
till
going to
later
say,
in the
do you
count,
like them
right?
while you're hitting too?
For all those pitchers listening out there, yes, I love change-ups. Please throw me all the change-ups, right? Little reverse psychology going on.
Pitch misses low. 3-1 count, a hitter's count for Reynolds. They do have first base open. Silent Rain Espinoza on deck. Ball 4, Reynolds draws a walk, bases loaded, 2 down in a 1-run game.
Nicole May coming in, not a bad outing, but you want to see, as a pitcher coming in for relief, you want to see a little bit more punch. Getting ahead is important, especially whenever this Washington offense just scored 2 runs. They're getting that momentum, they're getting that energy. You gotta come for them hard.
First pitch to Espinoza is in there for a strike. Runner on third, Madison Husky. On second, the pinch runner, Brooklyn Carter. And on first, Sammy Reynolds. Oh, 1. In there for a strike, 0-2.
And that's what you want to see from Nicole May, a quick 0-2, establishing that strike zone early. Now from here, you can expand the zone, make Espinoza chase as a pitcher. It's so much easier.
Called strike 3. Espinoza goes down looking to end the 4th. Washington strands the base.
Really good matchup. She's going to really challenge these Oklahoma hitters. And being a freshman, there's not a ton of film on her.
First pitch swinging is Jada Coleman. She fouls it off. Five to 4 ball game, bottom half of the 4th. Washington scored 2 runs in the last inning. Malin delivers, squares to bunt, pulls back. It's a strike on Coleman.
Malin a little bit more speed than Lynch, consistently 68 to 70 miles an hour. You're going to see a rise screw combo. She has an off speed and a curve. Her off speed is pretty dirty. Her curveball has the ability to break across the plate, but you won't see it as much or as often as that rise screw combo.
0-2 misses.
I would say the biggest thing Malin has, in addition to, you know, her height, her speed, her movement, her pitches, she has a lot of confidence. Reminds me a lot of Jordy Ball whenever she came out as a freshman. Nobody really knew who she was. Very confident, lots of swag, lots of domination.
Two-two count. 2-2. Ground ball hits off the glove of Espinoza, but she'll hold on to that ball. Coleman starts it off with a single.
Coleman with an absolute rip to Espinoza. That's a hard place to be for a third baseman. Coleman has the ability to drop a bunch. She showed hands. But whenever she rockets this is a low line drive, about shin high level. It's a hard play for Espinoza to make, but good job for her knocking that down, because if she doesn't, that's an easy stand-up double for Jada Coleman. And then you have Tiara Jennings up to bat.
Jennings 1 for 2 today. Swung on and missed, strike one. Oh, 1.
Good
Called
pitch.
strike at the knees, inside corner.
There's that screwball. Malin being able to place that not just in that hole at that waistline, but also down at the knees. She's able to move that screw up and down.
Line drive to Holtorf. The throw to first is in time, a double play.
Just like that, that emotion swung back into the Washington dugout. Jada Coleman visibly upset about something, not sure what it was. But big time play by shortstop Riley Holtorf. We've been talking about who she is as a shortstop, who she is as a player. A great way to pick up your third baseman and your freshman pitcher.
Quick 2 outs. Now Haley Lee, who's the catcher, takes a ball.
That's big time. Oklahoma, they thrive on making runs quick and often. They'll get bases on, batters on, base, and then boom, all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's 3 runs in. So getting those runners off, it looked like it was a hard hit. Jada Coleman on base. Tiara Jennings rips one. It felt like it was building, and Washington completely took the wind out of their sails and put it in their own.
Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Deep fly ball to left. Reynolds tracks it down to end the inning. Going into the 5th, Oklahoma leads by 1. You're watching.
Seeing a couple new pitchers, and Nicole May ready to start us off for the top of the 5th.
First pitch is a called strike. And it is Kelly Lynch at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Swung on, fouled off.
Good battle by Lynch.
And May wants a new ball. Swung on and missed strike 3. Lynch goes down swinging to start off the 5th.
When Nicole May's off speed and rise ball are working together, she is unstoppable. Look at this rise ball. It creeps up and in on those hands, given that angle. Such a good pitch. A couple pitches ago, you saw that change.
Olchen takes ball 1 outside. She has walked twice today, but this is the first time that she's facing Nicole May.
I'm Jen Rocha, and I'm calling these pitches. I'm telling my pitcher, go at this girl. She's gotten on base for free. Look how wide she is. No way she's going to be able to use her legs up in the zone. Get her up there. Or just get her with the ball in the dirt. You know, I was on a roll earlier with calling things and then them happening right after. I think I've lost that a little bit.
1-1. Ground ball right side. Sanders is there. 2 down. Number 9 batter, Riley
loving
Holtorf
her
comes
music,
to the plate.
right?
I know.
Got the whole place bumping over there.
Holtorf takes ball
like
1.
I haven't talked about this yet, but Holtorf, some people might think it's a slap, some people might say she's hitting, but she's slowly taking steps up in the box, starting in the back of the box. She's done that consistently throughout the tournament. You can see that little shuffle and step. Only disadvantage here, I would say, is the closer up in the box you go. If you find yourself finishing in the middle of the box, that's going to be hard against a rise ball pitcher like May. That's where her ball is breaking the most. So either start in the middle and scooch up to the front where you can catch it before the ball breaks up, or stay in the back and take smaller steps. Still take steps, but take smaller steps so you're able to catch that rise ball after it breaks. It's just hard catching it in the middle.
And what does her taking steps forward do to help her?
Just gives her a little bit of rhythm, gives her a little bit of momentum. It's her timing.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Big pitch here from May. 2 outs, 2-2.
Swung on and missed.
Swing and a miss.
A 1-2-3 inning of work. She will face Sydney Sanders. First pitch misses just low, ball 1. The pitch popped up in the infield. Fiedler makes the catch. Grace Lyons steps to the plate.
Pitch, being able to find her timing. I'm sure Lyons will be doing the same, trying to get a feel for what it is Malin's throwing that's been so effective against this Oklahoma offense.
First pitch to Lyons misses high. Slow ground ball up the middle. Holtorf to first. 2 down. Brings up Alyssa Brito, who had the 2-run blast in her first at bat.
Holtorf, anything her way, she has been eating up. This has been such a high intensity back and forth game. Oklahoma, Washington showing out, rising to a new level. That's what happens whenever you're in this kind of environment, and I love that preseason provides the opportunity for these teams to clash it out, to see where they can improve, to see how good they can be.
Line drive caught by the first baseman Klingler to end the inning.
Innings 6 and 7, I've been saying it all week, I'll continue to say it. Those are championship innings. This is where one team is gonna separate themselves. They're gonna do one more thing right. They're gonna do 2 more things right. It may not be a home run, but it may be just fielding the ball cleanly. Who knows what's gonna unfold these 2 innings, but these 2 heavyweights have been going back and forth all game long.
1-1 count to Kinsey Fiedler. Fiedler has walked twice and struck out today. One. Changeup that comes in. Fiedler is able to spin out of the way.
Fiedler getting skinny. Probably not wanting to feel that that rise ball going in to her side.
Two, 1 in there for a strike. Count is even.
May finding her groove. Last inning, it was a 1-2-3.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. Lee throws down to first to complete the strikeout. 1 down.
This changeup low in the zone, getting Fiedler to chase after it. Good job by Lee, knocking that changeup down, not letting it get away from her. Bailey Klingler up to bat now. Made that amazing grab over at first to end the inning for Oklahoma. A stud of an athlete, Houston native. Defense, offense, it doesn't matter.
0-1. Misses high. Today, Klingler has hit 2 line drives to second. He's also flied out to center field. Called strike low inside corner. Klingler asking a few questions.
Klingler obviously not liking that call. I think that pitch borderline, maybe a little low, but the ability to ask, figure out what it was, and then bounce back knowing she has 2 strikes. If that pitch comes again, she's gonna have to battle.
Pitch is low in the dirt. Count is even 2-2. Popped up left side. and it's out of play.
Riley Boone making for the fences. But Klingler hitting it too far foul. And that was a big swing. Klingler here battling against Nicole May. She's been so effective these past 2 innings. Getting quick outs.
Low in the dirt, swing and a miss again. The throw to first completes the strikeout.
Great scoop, just real quick note, great scoop by Sid Sanders. That throw to Haley Lee, plenty of time, just not the best throw. Sanders able to scoop that ball. That would have been big if Sanders had missed that. And that ball gets by Klingler safe at first. Good job by her. Small thing, but a big thing in innings 6 and 7.
Here's Madison Husky, who has done so much damage against the Oklahoma pitching staff so far today as she takes a strike. She had a solo shot in the first to make it a 1-0 ball game. Drove in a run in the third, and then drove in 2 in the fourth. She is the reason Oklahoma has runs on the board. 0-1. Misses.
Madison Husky, the reason why Washington has runs on the board, hitting .600 at this tournament, 3 for 3 tonight. She can't miss. She's just been seeing the ball so well. I think I mentioned this earlier. She's that type of player, so steady Eddie, so consistent. Coleman's changeup starting to get really deceptive. We've seen 3 hitters back to back swing at that pitch in the dirt. You might be at home saying, why is she swinging at that? That's so out of the zone. Out of Nicole May's hands, that ball looks a little bit higher, and then all of a sudden it just drops.
There it is again. She strikes out the side. Nicole May has been great in the circle for Washington. First pitch strike to Torres.
Malin not pitching like a freshman at all, but a seasoned veteran. And not against just any team, but the #1 seeded Oklahoma Sooners.
1-1 count.
Washington with that #4 ranking right now. If anybody's watching this game, they're paying attention for sure. They've been so impressive all weekend long, but really have shown tonight against the Sooners. It's been a back and forth matchup all night long.
High fly ball. Husky comes in and makes the catch. She calls off Fiedler. One away, and Riley Boone comes to the plate. She is 1 for 2 today. First time that she's facing Malin. First pitch to Boone. A strike on the outside corner. So Ruby Malin trying to hold Oklahoma's lead to just 1 run, keep Washington in it, because the next half inning is their last chance to try to tie up or take the lead.
Washington's plan against Boone has been up and away, up and in, pretty much all evening long, but Malin, her first at bat against Riley Boone, went low and away, also just went low and in. Curious to see why their pitching strategy changed when it's been really effective against Riley Boone.
Boone calls for time. 1 away, 1-1 count. Ball's in the dirt. Two balls, one strike. Ground ball right side, but it is foul.
See the way this defense set up. Riley Holtorf, lots of range, but giving Riley Boone a big middle.
Lined into center, caught by Alton. Hung up long enough for her to make the diving play. 2 down.
Great hit by Olchin, by Riley Boone, but you can see how fired up Olchin is. That ball, as a center fielder, you're coming in straight. That's a tough play to make. It gets by you, it rolls through the fence. You have to be sure. Olchin doing a great job diving for that ball, celebrating with her teammates there.
Quick meeting in the circle. Jordy Ball due up at the plate, 2 down, nobody on. And Ruby Malin 1 out away from keeping this a 1-run game against the top-seeded team.
Definitely talking strategy with Malin. Talking defense, celebrating how great they've been doing.
Jordy Ball has hit 2 ground balls today, both of them up the middle. Pitch misses in. Ball started this game as the pitcher, stays in the game as the designated player. There's a strike on the high inside corner. The battle between the Nebraskans, Nicole.
I don't know what it is, but they put themselves in this position. They have been battling, and now they get to face each other.
1-1. Popped up, out of play. I can't say this for sure, but you have to assume that they knew of each other or played against each other in high school quite a bit.
You had to have at least known of each other. I'm gonna do some digging. I'm gonna find out. Malin getting that pitch. Here is what I want to throw. This is what's going to get her out right here. Trying to keep her team in this ball game, keep Oklahoma at bay. Just 1-1 between a tie ball game. We are in the bottom of the 6th.
Ground ball. Espinoza to first. Jordy Ball beats it out.
Jordy Ball, you think of her as this amazing pitcher. You're not used to thinking of her as Jordy Ball, the hitter. Jordy Ball with speed. Espinoza taking a little bit too much over to her left. Too much time getting that ball over. Jordy Ball is really fast, in case you haven't noticed. Giving the Oklahoma Sooners new life and bringing it back to the top of the lineup. Jada Coleman ripped a ball last time she faced Malin. And you can feel it, Sooners threatening. Bottom of 6.
Top of the order. Coleman checks her swing on a high pitch.
Jada Coleman, known for her passion and love of the game. A spitfire indeed, but a force to be reckoned with at the plate. 1 for 1 today.
Popped up in the infield. Holtorf makes the catch to end the inning. Washington, last chance. They need 1 run to extend this game.
To put them on top.
Johnson at the plate. She's walked twice today. First pitch misses low. And by the way, every single player in the lineup for Washington has now faced Nicole May. Johnson first faced her in the 4th. So it's the second time through the order now.
Ultimately, though, the Oklahoma Sooners have the lead. All they have to do, get 3 outs. Nicole May has been on fire these past few innings. Getting quick outs. Last inning striking out the side. Quickly falls behind 3-0.
Something about Johnson today. She's already walked twice. Drew a walk against Nicole May back in the 4th.
Johnson and Olchen, both of them with 2 walks apiece. Gonna struggle for the Sooners to pitch to.
That's a called strike, low inside corner. (3-1). Outside ball 4.
May with her 3rd walk of the game so far. 6 strikeouts. 2 innings pitched.
Tying run.
Talk about
standing at first.
Championship innings. And like you said, Jill, the tying run is on base. Sammy Reynolds, a big-time player, seasoned, not just how old she is, her veteran status on this Husky team, but also her experience in big-time moments.
First pitch to Sammy Reynolds. Misses outside. By the way, there is a defensive change for Oklahoma. Entering the game is she's going into left field, and Riley Boone moves it over to right field, so Torres is out of the game.
Out in left field. Lots of speed. Patty Gasso not wanting to risk any chance of any balls falling. You can see Alex Duraco getting up in that pitcher's bullpen.
Reynolds checks her swing.
Huskies in that dugout, they are on fire. Their fans on fire.
Missing high, ball 3.
May walked the first batter, down 3-0 with the second batter. See timeout called here by Rocha, the pitching coach for Oklahoma. just kind of chatting about the situation, trying to get Nicole May dialed back into where she was last inning when she struck out the side.
Second batter in a row. She finds herself with a 3-0 count.
A little bit of laughs there between those three. You know, sometimes in these moments, all you have to do is just say a joke, make light of the moment a little bit. Just put your pitcher at ease, make her feel comfortable, not so focused on the situation, but more so focused on what's going on.
These are two top programs in the nation. A lot of pressure on these young athletes, but at the end of the day, sometimes they just need to remember it is a game. It's an intense game, but it's a game. 3-0. Called strike. One to Reynolds. Lined into right field. Boone makes a sliding stop. The pinch runner will stop at third. It's Hobson pinch running for Johnson. Nobody out. Runners on second and third in the seventh.
Sammy Reynolds coming through huge for her team. Look at how she hits this ball hard down the line. Good call by Patty Gasso to move Riley Boone over to right field. That's a hard backhand play to make. Get that ball in quickly. Saves Oklahoma that run. But Washington, runners on second and third. Bottom of the seventh, down by 1 run. No outs.
Silent Rain Espinoza at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch.
Nicole May, that first off-speed this inning that I've seen that looks really effective and deceptive. Hasn't been able to get it, fallen behind every single count until this one.
Oh, 1. High. Espinoza 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Only time she made contact was a line out to short. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 dirty changeups, 2 strikes. Nicole May trying to get big for her team here with the Washington Huskies threatening to score. Second and third, no outs. This Oklahoma defense needs to step up here.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And they're going to tag out Espinoza because it hit the dirt. The catcher, Lee, went to go tag her. And Nicole May had to go home to make sure the pinch runner, Hobson, didn't try to score.
Scary moment there. Great pitch by Nicole May. Watch this, just drops down into the dirt. Haley Lee not able to hang on to it. She makes the choice to run after that runner, but just leaves home wide open. Nicole May having to go the distance. You have speed on third. It would have been safer just to throw the ball to first.
First pitch swinging. Ground ball, and they let it go foul. Smart play by May.
After getting behind 3-0, first 2 batters of this inning, Nicole May comes back, gets a strikeout, starts off Lynch with an 0-1 count.
Squares to bunt, misses.
You can feel the tension in this game right now. In the crowd with the teams. Big time moment, big time play. Who's gonna come through? Who's gonna be clutch?
0-2. Fouls it off. Swung on and missed, strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Nicole May.
Nicole May, after a rocky start, takes the Oklahoma Sooners on her back. Gets one strikeout, here's the other. Both on that low changeup. These Washington Huskies have been chasing it all night long. She kind of struggled finding it with those first 2 hitters. And Olton back up.
Still 2 runners in scoring position. Last chance for the Huskies. Ground ball to first, bobbled by Sanders, but that will end the game. Final score, Oklahoma 5, Washington 4. Came down to the final pitch.